I figured, like, why not, huh? Once again, everyone, what's going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman signing back in real quick. You dig? Uh, I know y'all see the title, well, one of the titles. Like it's crazy with the StreamYard. Like basically, they be having they tell you to put like multiple titles, and they'll have like a description, your description for a title on another site or whatever. It's just all over the place sometimes with the StreamYard. So the title the title could be like say like the title for this video, it could be for YouTube, and the description will be for like the title for Facebook. It's just ridiculous. I see you, Nate. I see you, Nate. Don't worry about it, dude. Let me cook real quick. Just sit back. Let me cook a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And in the meantime, you can type in the chat. I'll bring you up here. Just you can type in the chat if you want. I just wanted to basically let me lay the groundwork real quick. Pertaining this dude Sting. Yo, this dude Sting. Snugs was goody B. But yo, I don't know y'all seen this dude Sting, yo. Yo, I'm telling you, this dude Sting is something else, boy. I gotta give it to him on that one. Like, is that fish scale? I'm being serious. What made him want to do that? What made him just want to just? And he was like, what, 3 tables? He jumped off that balcony on 3 tables, ECW style. Shouts go out to New Jack. Man, MVP of the night. I don't care what nobody say. Sting was MVP of the night. You?
What's going on?
Yeah, like I'm talking about this crazy cokehead Sting.
That spot alone is more exciting than 3 hours of Raw.
Yo, this dude is bugged. And I didn't even catch it because remember I was telling you last night. I was at work or whatever.
Yeah.
But I caught that and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great show. It's just sad that we have a great AEW Revolution pay-per-view, and now WWE fans got to sit out and home and watch 3 hours of Snortum Raw. It's just embarrassing. That's how
Man,
embarrassing
look.
WWE is.
Speaking of snort, this dude Sting, I'm telling you, I don't know. I'm not even playing. I think this dude was on some type of substance. And he was over there where the crowd was at. Now, what if somebody from the crowd would have pushed him?
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
I was thinking about that too. I'm like, yo, that would be crazy if somebody just push him.
I was waiting for Mustafa to show up from the gangsters and give him the X symbol or something.
That would have been awesome.
That was like
Because
a
he
that was
deserves
a shot
it.
with a New Jack. That was like a New
Shouts
Jack
go out to
spot.
New Jack for real, for real. That was a New Jack spot.
Yeah. The dude's 62 years old and he's diving through 3 tables. And what the hell?
And he
And
never did that. Has he ever? I know he never did that before. Has he ever did that
no,
before?
I don't think he ever did anything. And then that freaking Spanish Fly Sammy Guevara did. What the hell? Jesus. What
Yeah,
the?
Sammy Guevara, he's a nut. Like, shouts
He's
go out to
a
him too.
nut. Oh,
He got a real bright future. Like, he just need with Sammy Guevara, he needs another. He needs a character, and that's the thing that always kills me with AEW from time to time. Like, you got to give these dudes some type of character. Most of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't just go in the ring and just just fight. No,
that
they got to be more than that. They got to have layers to them to make people get invested.
that move started out as a Spanish Fly and ended up being a Mexican cockroach. Dead. They're both dead after that spot. Dead. Damn.
He makes sure all his future bumps are lit.
And the
Nah,
sad
he
thing,
can't top that. He can't top that right there.
And the sad thing is, the whole pay-per-view, there was no sleeper matches. All of them it was great heat, great crowd reaction, no dull moments, really. I mean, maybe like a Jake Cargill.
5 hours though, my dude. 5 hours. I heard it was 5 hours.
5 hours, but it didn't feel like it. I remember when the Moxley match started, it was like 10:38 or something like that. I'm like, man, it's been 2.5 hours. It was good pace. It was good pace and kept you invested in watching. I wasn't bored at all watching that show. It's like, what the hell? And then when Regal came out, I'm like, I called it too. Me and Chris were talking.
You did.
Regal's coming up. I said, Regal's coming.
You've been on the road. I'm not gonna lie. You and Snugs. Y'all been on the road calling stuff out on the show.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering if they're gonna lure in Johnny Gargano to join Moxley and Danielson. You know.
So you
start a nice stable.
They're gonna bring they're gonna have a Ring of Honor stables like how they got
if they don't get Gargano, I would try to get Cesaro, Punk, and Samoa Joe, and then you got an ROH reunion tour right there. Besides Moxley, but still, it's still great. So
he said not even TNA Joker Sting did that. Yeah, you would expect something like that from Joker Sting because he was nuts and crazy and
yeah.
This dude, man, I ain't gonna lie, yo, man. And I'm always known for bashing Sting, but I gotta give it to him. Like, I hope he's okay. And man, this dude, he's working for that check, boy.
I think Sting's probably saying, "What the fuck, man? Screw this guy, Darby. He's doing all these spots. Guevara's doing all these spots. Fucking, I'm gonna take one for the team too."
He said, "Let me show y'all young boys how to do it."
Yeah, let me show you. Whatever they're paying, they're not paying him enough. That was great. That was great.
Yeah, like he deserves a raise. Give that dude another bump of coke.
Yeah, something. I laugh when Sting's hair gets all messed up and like puffy.
Yeah, you see the bald spot, right?
Yeah, he looks like
make it look more crazy.
He looks like a clown that just left.
You see the bald spot, you're like, yo.
Yeah. He looks like a clown that just left the circus on a bar bender or something, drinking all night. Last call. So yeah, it was a great show, and then we got the Warlow turn basically. The final chapter is going to happen when he gets that TNT title shot.
And what's the deal with these dudes like with that big old Cheerio thing with a ladder match? It looked like a big old hula hoop.
Chris posted the meme of Sonic the Hedgehog. Chris posted the Sonic the Hedgehog thing. I was laughing.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that was what it Sonic. Yeah, he said the Sonic the Hedgehog ring is
it's a rip on Vince McMahon because remember Vince McMahon, you always said you got to go for the brass ring, so they're mocking Vince with that brass ring thing. So it's all a mockery for Vince.
Man.
But yeah, it was a great show. It flowed perfectly. I would give it out of a 10. I would give it like a 9.5 because there's no perfect show. So there's always a little bit of a hiccup, but I gave it like a 9.5. It was good.
And I say that Jade Cargill, she came out dressed like Jade from Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Yep, Mortal Kombat Falling Rampage this Friday night at 10 or 11 o'clock. Tune in, Rampage, Mortal Kombat.
Right. They played the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one.
I was telling Chris, I know we don't want to see her in AEW, but Statlander took that loss, that Layla Hirsch girl. So now I'm thinking, you know what? They might bring in Tessa Blanchard to end her reign of terror. I don't know who else can. I don't know. I
think Sting is a lot healthier than we think. He was capping on WWE Rollins injury.
Yeah.
I do agree. Like I won't say he's capping. I think WWE just be doing that. WWE just be putting dudes on the shelf because they don't fit. That person don't fit their agenda, so they'll be on some shit like, oh, just pretend like you injured and shit like that. Because look at motherfuckers like a Samoa Joe. Remember Samoa Joe before they released him again?
Yeah.
This dude, like, he just relinquished the NXT championship for nothing, and there was no explanation, no nothing.
I don't think they had plans for Sting after the Rollins match because I don't think they're going to do Taker Sting.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So just be injured because it's not like he's going to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm not injured." He can't go against the company and say that. And that's some fucking bullshit. Because they did the same thing with Daniel Bryan.
I want Vince McMahon to have a heart attack. You know what? I want the House of Black.
Easy.
I want the House of Black to sign the Undertaker for one night or bring him in so he fights the Sting.
Easy.
McMahon will lose his crap.
Come on, man. We can do better than that. Like I'm not gonna sit there.
Okay,
and
wait. I want Vince
over
McMahon to have a meat.
Show.
I want Vince McMahon to have a meat stroke. Okay, yeah, beef.
Nah, easy. You wild.
Oh shit.
Yeah, JB botching. I never really seen her botching.
I don't know. No, I'll try to remember going back watching the match because I stepped off to get something or whatever because the women's match I'm not really invested in. But no, she's pretty good. She's getting up there.
I heard she did a frog splash.
Oh yeah, shout out to she did a nice Guerrero frog splash. Yeah.
Man,
whole extension, everything. Yeah, it was a good frog splash. Montez Ford has the best frog splash. That dude gets some height.
Yeah, he got the best frog splash in the game, hands down.
That guy got some height.
Hands down, he got the best frog splash.
I mean, Randy Orton has to wait like 20 seconds to give him RKO. You know, he's up there so high.
Yo, remember he was doing the frog splash once upon a time too.
Yeah.
That should be. I think that was a special move. When,
Snoop Dogg did a frog splash.
He would catch you with the frog splash while you're still standing.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg did a tadpole splash because I don't know what the hell that was when he did an AEW.
That wasn't
a frog.
The dog paddle splash.
The dog paddle splash. Yeah, he just fell. So I guess Orange Cassidy got injured. I guess he injured his shoulder, but that's the only injury coming out of the pay-per-view. So
we definitely hope you get better. I like Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy gets a lot of shit. You know, he gets a lot of flack, but I like Orange Cassidy. He, you know what I'm saying? Because people gotta remember, you know, you gotta have the silly shit in wrestling. That's all part of the entertainment aspect. Not everything gotta be serious all the time. But when it's time for him to get serious, when it's time for him to get serious, he gets serious.
Yeah, the dude got a pop in the bathroom. A pop in the bathroom. You're over when you're getting pops in the bathroom.
What does that mean? You get pop?
No, you remember that match when they had the two guys with Jericho's group threw the Young Bucks into the bathroom, the door open, and Orange Cassidy's standing there, and the fans are going crazy.
When he was just chilling out in the stall.
Yeah, he's chilling out in the stall. Dude got a pop in the crowd.
Yeah, because he's just that cool guy. Like nothing bothers him.
Yeah. And then when he gets ramped up and does his spots, it's awesome. I mean, that's crazy. So it'd be kind of cool.
My dude Sting hit up Ghostface Killer for that pure fish scale. Yeah, man. When I seen that shit, I'm like, get the fuck out of town. I can't get over that shit. Man, fuck that. That's a spot of the year. I'll give him that. I don't care.
What about Jungle Boy with the Doomsday device? The Jungle Boy pulled off the Doomsday device. That was awesome too. That was a nice spot.
Jungle Boy, I'm not really feeling Jungle Boy, man. Like they could have so much fun with that dude, Jungle Boy, with that character. Like people gotta understand. Yes, I know you're good in the ring. That's awesome, but give us something else. People need layers in their character. You need layers. You can just be like, oh, this is on a wrestler, that's it.
Yeah, he's going to build more on his character once he Christian turns on him and stuff like that. You're going to see a different side of Jungle Boy.
Just like, all right, for instance, like when Roman Reigns came back and he saw the beating the shit out of what's his name, Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. What he told Bray Wyatt, he's like, oh, you just a dude in a mask. I'm running this place. That spoke volumes. It's like, yo, all you are is a dude in a mask. Like, what are you? Even though I'll fuck with Bray Wyatt, but you know, you get my drift?
Yeah. I don't know. AEW's got everything clicking right now.
I mean, you said yeah, you don't know. You said yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. they got everything clicking AEW right now. They got ROH around the corner. That's going to be huge. You know, they're going to have their streaming network. They're going to have their video game coming out.
Yeah, I can't wait for the video game is going to be insane.
Yeah.
The video game is going to be really, really good.
Yeah, once I told Chris, I said, once they get this ROH thing going, they get a streaming deal, they get that video game, you're going to see the money rolling in for AEW, you know, because you look at it like the Dynamites are pretty much selling out every one, you know, or pretty much close to a sellout. So, you know,
but that's the thing. They still gotta appease, you know, TBS.
Yeah.
Because they struggling to break that mill. It's always like, oh, 900,000. It's never, they can never stay over a mill. That's what TBS wants them to do. Like, yo, can y'all, you know, get over that hump? Get over
But
that hump.
but the thing is, you want to put great shows on TBS, but you don't want to give too much away. You know, WCW used to give away all their pay-per-view caliber matches on free TV. You want to save some of your caliber matches for the pay-per-view, but yeah, they need to pull it out. But like I said, once ROH is involved and they start involving these ROH guys, and you got to remember too, ROH has a like kind of a working agreement with New Japan Pro Wrestling, so we could see some of those crossover guys too in the future. So
let me ask you this: speaking of Ring of Honor, do you think Khan spent too much money on acquiring Ring of Honor?
No, because if Vince McMahon bought Ring of Honor, all that CM Punk footage, Samoa Joe footage would be lost. Bryan Danielson, they would make sure we never see those.
You know how much he paid for it, though, right?
Yeah, about $40 million. Yeah.
All right.
But when you're worth billions of dollars, $40 million's like, you know, a new car, you know, like a $20,000 car or $30,000 car. It's not really much, you know. And I think they'll make their money back once they get the streaming deal and stuff like that. So.
But yeah, LeDuan Sting. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I give mad props to Sting after that. After that spot, LeDuan, I definitely give him his props. Like I used to always make fun of Sting, how he's an idiot and all that. He may have been an idiot doing that spot, but still, it was awesome. I give him his props.
I think Andrade El Idolo. I think El Idolo in Spanish is jobber. I don't know. I gotta look it up. This guy cannot get a win. And where's Miro?
What you wanna hold on? You wanna pull up LeDuan? If you wanna pull up LeDuan, if you wanna pull up, all you gotta do is hit the link. I'm gonna put the link down again. You hit the link, and you know they'll tell you the rest. So all you gotta do is hit the link.
I think I'm gonna call a publishing company and start Where's Miro book. You know, remember Where's Waldo? Where's Miro? I should make a book for kids.
Yeah, they saying that he's injured and I think he fucked his leg or his shoulder.
You know what I'm thinking right now? You know why he's probably off of TV now? Because of this war with Russia and Ukraine. They probably don't want him to get heat for that, you know, because like I was saying a couple
he's been on TV before that even happened though.
No, I know, but these people are getting death threats. Hockey players are getting death threats over this war. So I mean maybe they're trying to play it safe, you know. I don't know. That's the only thing. I mean, unless he has some kind of injury. Which I don't think so, because I saw a video.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
He was with a guy.
Yeah.
Training. So
I heard he was hurt, but
yeah.
But
better not be like another Brody Lee situation where we thought it was just an ankle injury and the dude's dead, and it's like, what the hell? Yeah. I knew something was fishy with Brody Lee. Yeah, I knew something was fishy with Brody Lee when they didn't have him on those BTE skits. I knew it was more than just an injury. So yeah. Crazy.
Yo, this dude, he be killing me with his thumbnails, yo.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I'm gonna show my show right now. My bad, y'all. Hold on, wait. Let me see. I'm trying to single you out. Hold on. Con!
That was fucking Vince.
That's when he realized that saying that shit.
Yeah, that was Vince when he realized that TK bought Ring of Honor. He was like, God damn it, Bruce. I thought it was going to be a streaming service deal. You know what the sad part is, though? The sad part is that Triple H actually tried to buy Ring of Honor. And according to what I understand, he was actually on good relations with the people at Ring of Honor. So if Triple H was... Right. So if he was still there, then who knows? But, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I heard he was gonna buy it for much less. I heard he was gonna only buy it for like $4 million.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing
And that
about
was
it is
around the
that
time when they still had a full roster. This dude,
yeah,
TK basically bought a shell of a company. All he really did was buy the library and their equipment. I'm like, my dude, you can't buy your own fucking equipment?
yeah, but it's better. It's better this way because with TK is going to actually do something with it. Because if WWE had bought it out, they just would have used the library like WCW and just would have called it a day. But TK is going to actually like try to use it as developmental. You know, he's going to try to keep it alive.
But don't you think 40 million is a little too extravagant for like a shell company? Because nobody is there. It's like a shell company. It's an empty shell.
When you consider on paper, yeah, that's a lot. But when you consider that, it's crazy to think about. But it's been around for like 20 years, and then when you consider all of the top tier talent today, that's with WWE and AEW that are main eventers that are featured each week, then it probably is worth the price. So we think about it like that regard.
And when they start releasing like DVDs or whatever of like Ring of Honor classic matches, they're gonna make their money back right there. You know.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Uh-oh. The rumors about the flood.
Oh jeez.
Uh-oh. First and foremost, I'm bringing my boy Kang up here. Kang was
up?
good, my dude.
What's good, fellas?
And last but not least,
oh jeez,
yeah, the one that everybody loves to hate, my boy Snugs is in the building there.
I exist.
12 minutes of Monday Night Snore. Get your pillow.
No.
My dude Snugs in the building.
Well, hello, everybody.
Yeah,
happy, what is today? Monday? Happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay,
did y'all see that?
What's your complaints on Revolution? Here we go. Jim Cornette. Here we go.
No, it's mid.
It was mid. Oh my god.
I actually forgot it was Monday.
Me too. I forgot it was Monday. I thought it was Tuesday.
How does that? Wait, hold on, y'all. Damn, like
honestly, I can never forget it's Monday when it's Raw.
Because LeDuan's trying to come up here and chat with us too. It's really like self-explanatory. I don't know how to explain it any better.
What you want to do is click on the link, and then what you want to do is go into StreamYard and click on continue to go into the podcast, and then you'll be on here.
Yeah, it's self-explanatory.
What was he using? Is he using a phone, a computer?
Yeah,
a clamshell.
On your jack or on your laptop? That's a good question.
He probably has a clamshell.
Oh damn, it's raining hard over here. What's the weather like for you guys?
Rain.
Oh, it's nice out here. We got 80-degree weather.
A bit of ice rain.
I know a lot of wrestling fans want to forget it's Monday, especially what's on it, USA Network.
Yo, Raw about to be epic as hell. You know that whole pay-per-view was decent.
Yeah, really good.
First thing I gotta say, I gotta know this too. I gotta applaud AEW for doing this. They bringing back that 80s cocaine, man. Cause you see how coked up Tony Khan looked when he made that.
I'm telling you, him and Sting is doing lines in the backstage. Him and Sting is doing lines in Gorilla. Like, yo, Sting, this is what I want you to do, right? I want you to jump from the motherfucking balcony on 3 tables.
That was New Jack shit. That was basically New Jack. That's what that was.
You know,
yeah, it's that cocaine, son. Not that. It's not that fentanyl shit that they be mixing out of. That's that real 80s stash, dude.
If y'all don't think that's cocaine, just look at Eddie Kingston's entrance last night. That shit was funny. Did you see the way? You see the way he just stormed to the ring and then looked like he was a coke addict? Like he just did 5 lines.
They bringing that real coke, man. I don't know who his connect is.
Tony Khan. That's the connect.
Yo, I'll tell you who else was fucking high. Old boy Swerve. It took him like fucking 2 years just to respond to Tony's simple question, like, Swerve, you're in AEW, and he's like, yo, whose house? Man, it must have some good weed back there. That's all I know.
Yo, that whole pay-per-view was mid.
So he said he's on the phone. So how does he get through if he's on the phone? I never came on here on the phone before.
No, you know what it is? There might be a link you have to click because sometimes it says if you're using Chrome, click this. So you have to click the using Chrome one.
Yeah,
click the screen.
I used the phone when Nate did his last week, and what it did was when I used my phone, it told me to use Google Chrome on the phone. So I downloaded the app, and then it worked that way. That's what I did on the phone.
Oh, you gotta get Google. You gotta get Google Chrome then, Lador.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, come to think of it, yeah, you're right because, like, so like if I was going on somebody else's stream, like it would take me directly towards that stream if I had Google Chrome. So all you gotta do is when you click on the StreamYard link, and you have Google Chrome, it'll take you straight over to the to backstage.
Just tell them to copy and paste it in Chrome, and you'll be all set. She will let you.
Yeah. For what I've been seeing about the pay-per-view, the pay-per-view was pretty live though, man. I mean, with all the bloodshed, you know they doing some cocaine over there at AEW, man. Like you got them doing that. They ain't got no drug tests or nothing over there, son. They
don't got no wellness policy, nothing.
They just said, fuck it, just come as you can. That's the ECW energy we need back, man. You know they were fucked up back then.
Yo, motherfucker, remember the dude that was interviewing Jeff Hardy? He's like, oh, so Jeff Hardy, where you going? He said, shit, I'm going to AEW. Shit, the fuck you think? I'm going right over there. They got the drugs over there. Fuck, I'm going right over there.
I don't know, man. AEW was kind of like decent. I don't know.
Uh-oh. That's what I'm talking about. Snug, talk your shit.
I don't know. I mean, like, I knew AEW couldn't go a whole pay-per-view without debuting somebody, so they ended up debuting William Regal, and I'm like,
oh, you can't make fun of that. You know, I mean,
that was good.
That's old as spot for William Regal.
I love William Regal. He's one of my favorites, but
hold up. Why is debuting someone a criticism? NXT did that all the time.
Every pay-per-view.
Who's that?
I think my thing is, I don't mind the debuts, but these guys got to be doing something. Like, I want to see Keith Lee and Jay Lethal doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I can't don't just sign these guys and just leave them on the shelf.
Motherfucker just walks out to the ring like he like everybody knew he was signed.
I just don't get the energy because that's what NXT was doing, in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, I said the same thing. NXT,
nah,
yeah,
it wasn't every pay-per-view.
No, not NXT did it every first. I'll tell you first.
They purged the indies with NXT.
First it was Kevin Steen. He showed up. Then Samoa Joe showed up, and then when NXT really got big, it was like 2015, 2016.
Yeah, when they had nobody.
Takeover.
When they had nobody. This company has people already.
That's not true. They had people. They already had a full roster.
Last time you seen an NXT debut? When's the last time you seen one lately?
Because NXT's dead. That's why you don't see it anymore.
No, because they have enough wrestlers. Nobody needs to be debuting right now until it matters.
You don't see any debuts, dude, because NXT's dead. That's why.
AEW's dead. That's why they need to hire all these people to debut and then go away for 5 weeks.
Every takeover, all I know is every takeover, I saw people. You see Bobby Roode, you see Ricochet, you see Costa,
AEW is
Adam
dead.
Cole.
The fans are alive, but the fucking company's dead.
You can change the subject all you want. The bottom line is NXT was debuting people every fucking takeover.
We all got to come together. But you know what, guys? We all come together on one form of understanding here. And I know y'all agree with me on this one. Regardless of how you feel about AEW and WWE, we all know that shit that Strowman and EC3 come gonna be garbage.
You think so? I'm actually interested.
I don't know, man. He's gonna match with EC3.
I don't know, man. I seen that trailer. It looked like some higher learning, not Nazis shit.
Oh, your narrative. Are you tired of being outcasted?
It give me that Fight Club. It's giving me that little Fight Club.
The problem is,
like how Shotgun Saturday was.
I don't know, B.
The Fight Club shit looks cool. The problem is basically going to be the promotion where canceled wrestlers go, and I'm laughing, right? Like I'm laughing.
I don't know, man.
It's all good until Tessa Blanchard shows up. When Tessa shows up, that's when someone's gonna get shot. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's gonna be straight MAGA over there, son. I don't know, man.
Once we get Hitler reaction videos on YouTube, they're over. That's it.
I'll give it a shot though, because I'm not a hater. I'll give it a shot, see what they talking about. But that trailer,
see what they do.
I ain't no hater.
I don't know.
But
Their arena can't be in a gym. Like it can't be in some fucking little
Nah,
recreational
it was like in
gym.
a bar or something, right? It was like a
Hell
club or a
nah.
bar.
don't make it look like some Juggalo shit. Don't make it look like some ICP shit.
Oh God, please no.
That's
Bring
what I'm
it back
afraid
to, like
of.
Shotgun Saturday Night. Remember that Shotgun
More like-
Saturday Night.
That's
Steal
what I'm
another
saying.
idea.
Give me those vibes. They give me Shotgun Saturday vibes.
Yeah, there we go.
No,
Steal
dude.
another idea.
Shit.
And,
But,
and in the minute, if Jeff Jarrett up here, that's it. Company
oh
dead.
God, you jinx it too much. Don't do that.
I'm just letting y'all know in advance.
Because it's like Jeff Jarrett got to go every fucking where. Like, yo, my man, you're not needed here. Get
He
your
need a
ass
bag.
well.
He
Get your
goated.
ass on.
He had to pawn that Halloween, and he had to pawn that Hall of Fame ring.
Man,
He need a
I'll
bag.
tell you what's whack, man. I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt. I watched that one show they did, those GCW dudes. So I'll give GCW this. They know how to get the word out. Like, I don't even watch GCW, and I knew like what they were doing. I watched that show they did when they went to the Hammerstein Ballroom. First of all, like that place looks totally different. It's not the same. It's kind of lame.
Energy's dead over there now.
Yeah. Anyway, I watched that GCW show, man. That shit was whack. It came off like ECW cosplay. It just came off like as a bunch of rednecks watching it. And the fucking Nick Gage dude, he just comes off like Great Value New Jack. Like that whole show from top to bottom.
He ain't no fucking man. Like, you can't be doing.
I think that shit was sloppy as fuck. That GCW.
Hey, Nick Cage came out with the best promo thing on AEW with that Domino's Pizza skit. That was perfect timing. Shit.
So LeDuan said WWE will be like Impact in 4 years.
Yeah, right.
2 years.
Right.
In what way? Does he mean
Shitty.
I guess he mean like when it comes to viewers. When it comes
Ain't it
to
crazy?
viewers,
They getting them bags though.
Ain't it crazy how Saturday Night Main Event is like almost as good as that WWE or AEW Revolution?
They getting the bag though. So I don't think the WWE ain't going anywhere because they're gonna be like the NFL of wrestling. They're not gonna go anywhere.
I mean, if
the viewership is gonna be down.
Yeah,
Sting did a good job.
If he's talking about viewership, then yeah, they're already Impact. They're already there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Sting did a good job, but if Goldberg did that shit, y'all would hate him for it.
Oh,
man.
What?
I like
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Would have did that shit. I would have marked out. I would have marked out for that too.
Man, I'm marked out
out of Goldberg's element.
Have you seen how stiff Goldberg's body is? He can't even climb a ladder. He would never do that.
Goldberg would have been bleeding before the match started, man.
That'd have been awesome. That'd have been awesome.
How you bleed from the head during a promo? What a
dude! That's crazy, bro. Like, imagine you're the opponent. Imagine you're the opponent. You got to go against a dude who's already busted open, and like, what more can you do to him? Like, you're mentally fucked.
Nah, man, the dude that needs to
he messed himself up, man, because he can't focus.
Nah, man, the dude that needs to go, and I'm kind of glad he got fired, man. Shane lost it, man. Like, y'all know it's like Shane was like, he would do like backstage segments, and he'd just be sweating profusely. You can't tell me that dude is roided.
He was like he was IRS. Remember, IRS used to sweat just like that. IRS pouring with mad sweat.
That dude's Shane's on something because he would be out there like in the ring and he'd just be sitting still, cutting a promo, and like every 10 seconds he's wiping his eyebrow, getting sweat. Like, dude, why are you so sweaty? He's like Jermaine Dupri. What's going on?
You know what that is? That's high sodium.
Yeah.
And or it could be this too.
I'll tell you what. That whole show last night. I mean, it was good, but come on, it's a good show. But when I think about it, WWE puts on 3-hour shows just as good for an AEW to go on 4 to 5 hours, and 4 to 5 hours.
What good 3-hour show have you seen from WWE?
Let's go down the list. Pick your poison. You got Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble. You got
Elimination Chamber was trash.
Hold up. Royal Rumble was not good this year, even if you're trolling.
Come on, Strauss. Come on. Like, what are you watching?
Chamber was pretty good.
He watching 2007 Elimination Chamber.
You watching Elimination Chamber when Goldberg won that shit or something.
Goldberg!
If you like Chamber, that's fine, but Rumble this year was not good.
Rumble was good.
I know WWE Hardcore bootleggers admitted that show was trash.
I like
That was not
Rumble.
a good
Rumble was
show.
good. Wow.
Hey, if
Yeah,
you liked it, that's fine, but it wasn't a good show this year, bro.
It was a really good show.
The women's Rumble match was
you
better
know
than
the
the
last
men.
good Rumble when Drew McIntyre won that shit. Now, that was a good Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, like, they've been good.
Speaking of Drew, can we talk about like just the big fall here? This dude went from working Roman Reigns at Mania 35, Brock Lesnar
I'm not hearing
when
this.
COVID hit, Bobby Lashley last year, and now he's going to fight Baron Corbin. That's like the biggest drop off in Mania history.
That's your fault. That's the fans' fault because y'all was sitting there. Y'all was sitting there going, "Yo, we're tired of Drew McIntyre in the title picture. He's getting all these chances, and then he goes to get a chance. And now we're tired of him fighting Happy Corbin." It's like y'all can't be happy, man. And
Corbin top 10 to not mention at all.
Go ahead, Kay. What you said?
I said he fell from top 10 to not mention at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's like he was getting like, all right. For instance, right, when his momentum really got killed is when they had the whole rivalry with him and Lashley. That shit was so unnecessary for him to constantly fight Lashley like that. And that's on creative for being so fucking lazy.
They had good matches.
That's why Lashley's title run was so fucking subpar.
You forgot about the Orton shit. Remember, he lost to Orton, then he got it back. What was the point of that?
Like
you gotta make this
nobody else ain't getting no chance. It's like, yo, all these that's what ultimately is killing WWE. Rematches. It's way too much.
Hell nah.
Even Macaulay Culkin said
hell
that.
Nah.
Macaulay Culkin was like, my
hell
man.
Nah. Because when Stone Cold lost his title, everyone was bitching about that. 24 hours later, he went and beat Kane.
That was different.
You were going to go that route. The difference, though, is that everybody was fucking over back then. That's the difference. Everybody was over.
Y'all don't want them over.
Rock was over, Kane was over, Taker was over, so it didn't matter.
But like
Steve Blackman was over
because the title was over. No, because the title wasn't okay. So y'all gonna sit there and say y'all playing hot potato today with the title, but then when y'all were playing hot potato back then, it's different because they were over.
The systematics was different. Systematic was different.
Yeah, but it weakens the title.
I've said this to Nate several times. I think 1999 was trash. It was not a good year. There was a lot of 2-minute matches, a lot of stupid angles. 99 was not a good year, but it didn't matter because wrestling was so hot and everybody was so over. It didn't matter. Val Venus, D'Lo Brown, Steve Blackman, Gangrel, Midian, Viscera, everybody was over. Everybody was over.
Why everybody served a purpose. Everybody was in the storyline. It wasn't just no random motherfuckers just there just to be there. Every match served a purpose.
A dude everybody who was had like a character. Anybody that was like a European title holder from like 99, 2000 would be like a main eventer today. That's just how over they were.
Motherfucker had an action figure. You know what I'm saying? It's like Al Snow had an action figure.
Yeah.
That's how over these guys were.
Motherfuckers loved Al Snow. What does everybody want?
Because of characters, but they weren't over on the card.
WWF was so fucking over.
What are you talking about, man?
He made a man with the Rock.
Yeah, he trolling.
The hardcore title is like the 24/7 title today, you know. But back then it was just actually worth the damn.
I'm about to kick you out of here.
You have to sit
there and say the hardcore. The 24/7 title was like the hardcore championship.
Dude,
if you let me,
we need to get Bob Holly on the show we need to get Bob Holly on the show.
I still got the VHS tape. I got the VHS tape of fucking Boss Man and Al Snow fighting in the Mississippi River for the hardcore title.
That's
You'll never see that today.
Yeah, done because
you had Crash Holly defending the hardcore title in the McDonald's playground, and he was so fucking over.
Okay, now as I was saying, that title, before I was rudely interrupted and got yelled at for something I didn't say, I clearly said the 24/7 title and the hardcore title was typically the same thing, except the hardcore title back then was worth the damn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's because they try. They don't try with the 24/7 title. It's the same
they don't
shit.
care with the 24/7 title.
Right.
They don't.
Relief. Yeah, it's comic relief.
Like, all you see is roll up after roll up.
The
hardcore title, you see motherfuckers getting their ass kicked, all types of weapons, motherfuckers getting thrown in rivers, all types of crazy shit.
And the other thing too, the hardcore title is every now and then you'd have like a top guy who just didn't have anything to do, and he would still like fight for the hardcore title. Like I remember one time, Taker and Kane was the champ.
Right, but look at the whole point of it. You're bringing people who don't either A, have a story, B, aren't in the main card. They're being given a chance to fight for a hardcore title that's defended 24/7. They can't do hardcore title matches anymore because of the way how wrestling, with the whole Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero thing. So they can't make it hardcore. So that's why they came up with the 24/7 title.
They
can be creative though.
Yeah, they can still do creative segments. That's the thing.
Exactly.
They with it.
Yeah, they could. There's always something they can do to improve.
And that shit look like the Golden Crust title. Fuck 24/7. That shit like somewhere from the Jamaican restaurant. Like the most this title man, you get the free cocoa bread and beef patty.
The most creative thing they did with the belt was it was a YouTube video. It was like when they were in this was years ago. This is before AEW was even a thing. It was a YouTube bit where like R-Truth pinned Jinder in his sleep
on a plane.
Yeah,
they're flying back. Yeah,
that was cool. And then, like,
that was like the best segment ever.
Right, like they don't do stuff like that anymore. Like that could have been a funny segment.
They had. You know what I'm saying?
One in the park too. I think R-Truth beat him in the park too, like a roll up.
Right.
Or
something. I don't know. We always losing Kang. Kang, just hit the link. You know the vibes. Hit the link.
You know what we need back in WWE? We need to see people arriving at the arena.
Yeah.
Like the limo.
Right. Yeah.
Well, they did do that. Remember when this dude, C Now Vince came through with that motherfucking golden egg?
Yeah. But
take that egg and make an omelet out that fucker.
Every week that was a thing, though. Like, oh, who's this? Who's in the limo? And they'd be like, oh my God, it's Vince. Oh my God, it's Ric Flair. Or
it's not no stars like that. That's the thing that we trying to explain to you.
I think we'll get a good segment.
Happy Corbin's a star.
Oh God.
You don't like Happy Corbin?
Nah, I like his original character.
I like Happy Corbin.
I like his deep six moves.
I want some real shit. Like I was saying from before. My bad, Toph. Give me 1 second. Like I was saying from before. Like this dude has his moments here and there. Baron Corbin. It's like especially when he was in the King of the Ring. When he was in the King of the Ring, he was putting in work. Like, and that's what proves that he could work when he really wants to. But he just decides not to. And I don't blame him because he getting paid good money not to really go hard like that. I don't
He's undefeated.
But it's like, come on. Sometimes you gotta like put on a show. You here to entertain us. Y'all not entertaining us.
To me, Baron Corbin is basically modern day Matt Morgan. Back in the TNA days, Matt Morgan was the DNA TNA. And I remember vividly, like the disconnect with Matt Morgan from TNA fans, because I remember the hardcore TNA fans, the fans that liked AJ, Joe, Daniels, they thought Morgan was boring. But then the WWE fans who didn't really fuck with TNA like that, they would look at Matt Morgan and they would be like, why ain't they pushing this dude? This dude looks like $1 million. And then I remember he had a match with Kurt Angle at Bound for Glory, and it was really good. And everyone was like, see, there's something there. And then I was like, well, of course the match was good. His opponent was Kurt Angle. And then they did the main event Mafia thing where it was like Morgan was kind of a member of the Mafia, but not really. And he had a look and he had a cool theme, and there was just something missing that he just couldn't put it together. And then by the end, he never actually won the TNA title.
You know what was missing, dude? The thing that was missing was him having a feud with the Huxter brother. That's what was missing with him.
But the point I'm trying to make is that whatever it was about Matt Morgan, he was tall, he had a good look, but he just didn't have, as Ric Flair would say, it. He just didn't have it. To me,
he didn't have. What was his finisher?
His finisher,
the elevator.
The elevator. It was
oh God.
Where he picks up.
Nah, that move was sick though. His special move was sick.
Yeah, it was really cool. And just like Morgan, Corbin has a really cool moveset. He's got the deep six.
The end of days.
He's got a cool theme. He's got a good look. He's tall, but just like Morgan, he's just missing it. And not everybody has it. And to me, Corbin just doesn't have it.
Corbin is better on the mic, and he's awesome.
Oh, he's better on the mic than Matt Morgan. I'll give you that. But to me, he's just not a defender. He just doesn't have it. He's just a guy.
Corbin has it. He just needs to find his time to make that push.
I agree with you, but the problem is it's been long enough, bro. Like this dude's
He already had his time to get his push.
Nah.
He was
got
a
caught in,
king.
like, 2016.
He was the boss. Like what else does he need?
2022 now. This dude has had like how many gimmick changes? He's had more than enough time.
Exactly.
Don't worry.
Got it.
Don't worry. He'll be champion, and then Madcap Moss will turn heel on him and cost him a championship, and then they'll have a feud, and then Madcap Moss will become a singles competitor.
Bro.
What champion? A 24/7 champion?
Bro, for years, I thought Damian Sandow had the worst Money in the Bank cash in until Corbin fucking killed it.
I like Damian Sandow.
He was dead. Corbin knew the cash in was coming, and they had him take the pin anyway. He was dead after that.
You know how sad wrestling is? You got Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan hanging out together singing karaoke. Two divorced guys. What the fuck is going on?
Hey man, look.
Hey, they awesome.
I'm not gonna sit there to that sad. You know, they both pieces of shit, but you know they live in their best life. So as long as they're not in the ring, I don't give a fuck.
Hogan got one more.
Why do you hate Flair?
Yo, don't stop giving Shane McMahon ideas. You over here giving Shane McMahon ideas. When I heard that rumor about Shane McMahon asking Hogan if he had one more match, I was like, damn, this dude snubs. Damn, this dude.
Wait, Sam, why do you hate Flair?
Who, me?
Yeah, you said Flair's a piece of shit. Why
he is a piece of shit. He's a fucking rapist racist.
He doesn't like that Ric Flair swung his dick around women.
Oh god.
I thought you were gonna go to Teddy Long route.
Jesus.
Yeah, like around the time of the territory days, he was doing a lot of fucking dirt. It's more than what Teddy Long said.
If Hogan gave a leg drop,
like he got older, he got matured. We all know that. But around that, he did a lot of dirt. And he did a lot of fuck shit.
If Hogan does one more leg drop, they got to run like a 15-minute video package before he gets up. My God.
Hogan can leg drop somebody and beat them today.
His last leg drop is going to be in the coffin. That's it.
You know that.
Leg drop that coffin.
You know that if Hogan went against Kenny Omega, he'd give him a run for his money.
Shut up.
Yeah,
it's
right.
possible.
You're sounding fucking stupid now.
It's possible.
You've been getting 20 times.
Hogan is
I guarantee you. I guarantee you on everything I love. I guarantee you, if Hogan went in a one-on-one match with Kenny Omega, he's getting at least.
Shut the fuck up.
In 1976, maybe 1976, he gave him a run. That's about it. Shit.
I won't even let you finish that fucking sentence. What the hell is wrong with this guy? You a mess,
Yo, would. I'm telling you, he'd get some offense in. Hogan would.
If it was like 80, if it was 88, catch him with them right hands.
Maybe Kenny Omega would win the match.
As soon as Kenny Omega catch him with the V trigger, he'd be like, "You."
Nah, I'm telling you, Hogan would get some offense in before he loses.
Nah,
I don't think so.
Speaking of old people,
come on, a couple punches.
So y'all seen that the McAfee interview with good old man Vince?
No, I didn't watch
I saw some of it. I saw actually kind of like
first and
clips
foremost,
of it.
condolences goes out to his moms. That's crazy. She was
90
years old, man. Like wow. Bless her heart. May she rest in peace. That's, that she definitely had an awesome life. I was like, wow. So condolences goes out to the McMahon family, and but to that interview, Vince McMahon is a fucking lying ass.
Oh come on.
He is a hustling lion.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
There's even a part in the interview where he actually acknowledged the fact that he knows that people think that he should die and shit like that, and then he was like, "But you can't listen to them."
I don't condone shit like that. I'm not with all that. Oh, he should die. Then I'm not with that.
Well, first of all, before you even talk about the interview, they're talking about how it's the first live interview he's done in years, completely ignoring the Stone Cold interview.
Right, the straight burying Stone Cold.
And then speaking of the Stone Cold interview, just so you know that Vince is just full of shit, one of the most famous parts of that interview is Austin asking Vince, what is Cesaro missing? And then Vince is like, oh, maybe he's too Swiss. Maybe he's not over, even though Cesaro was like one of the most over guys that whole year.
Yeah.
He's just
more like charisma.
Dude, Jinder Mahal had no charisma. He got a push. Great Khali had no charisma.
But
he
Jinder,
got a push. Jack Swagger had no charisma.
Know why Jinder
he got a push.
Jinder
Famous has no charisma. He got a push.
Jinder.
Oh yeah.
Jinder different. Dude, Jinder deserved that.
Dude, if we could sit here all night.
Jinder deserved that push. Come on, I'm not gonna sit here for the Jinder slander.
The only reason why he got that push is India.
Come on, you saw Jinder when he was in 3MB to when he got himself cleaned up. Come on, he cleaned himself up and got better and healthier, and he came back and became champion.
So what? He looked like $1 million. So what? Brackus looked like $1 million too. Does that mean he deserved to be the heavyweight champion too?
No, but Jinder did show that he can stay. Remember, they released him, and then he got himself together. Same thing with McIntyre. That's why
the difference is that Drew improved, though. Jinder didn't.
Drew actually knows how to wrestle, and he could cut a promo when he really
wants. How many times has Jinder been hurt? Jinder's been hurt so many times. That's why he's on TV so inconsistently, because he can't stay healthy. And
but he has a great entrance.
He does have a great entrance. He does, and then as Bobby Heenan would say, and then the bell rung.
And then the bell rung. Yeah,
he's a pretty good wrestler. He just needs to add more moves.
Steak no sizzle.
He just needs to add more moves to his repertoire.
You know what I'm saying.
He looks like a dude. Jinder looks like a dude that you'd see fighting Hogan or Warrior in like 89 or 90.
If Jinder could drop kick, if Jinder could do a drop kick.
You hit the nail right on the head. Say that one more time, Tove.
I said Jinder looks like a dude. When you look at him, he looks like a dude that you'd see fighting Hogan or Warrior in like 89, 90. He looks like a guy from that old era of like Mr. Wonderful, Warrior, Flair, Savage. He's got a great look.
And his moveset. His moveset was so behind the times.
Right, but he's got no charisma and he sucks in the ring. And even those big dudes from back then, like, Duggan.
Jinder's good on the mic.
Like, all those dudes could go. Like, they had some charisma about him. Jinder doesn't have any of that.
Jinder's good on the mic, and he was cutting epic promos against Shinsuke Nakamura. The fans were...
Bro, when Jinder was champion, the ratings were down. I remember this vividly. Ratings were down
man.
Live
I was watching the...
I can pull it up for you.
You know, Nate's not saying much. Get him, Nate.
Jinder was awesome.
I was gonna say. No,
Jinder.
I was gonna say the only reason why they gave Jinder a push because that India TV deal and they were expanding to go to India.
You don't know that. Other than Snubs.
And then the ratings were actually up when Jinder was wrestling at 7-Eleven for Slurpees. Get your collector.
All right, I'll say this.
He beat Randy Orton.
About Jinder. I ain't gonna lie. I was actually intrigued at first. But what fucked up Jinder is that he always had to cheat to win all the time. Yeah, you'll hear.
That's every heel.
He always had to cheat to win. And then not only that. Go ahead.
It was the fans.
What fucked up Jinder was that he was a jobber champion, and they just completely ignored it. They ignored the fact that he was a jobber. He was not doing anything. I remember vividly that year.
Okay.
I remember going up to that WrestleMania. That would have been WrestleMania 33. I remember him having squash matches against Roman and Balor, and they were just beating him in like 2 minutes. And then he was in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. He didn't win. The other guy got the Get Hype dude, the one that's not even there anymore. I don't even remember his name.
Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, Mojo won. Yeah, he was a jobber. He was working superstars.
I missed that guy.
He was a jobber. And then all of a sudden, they did there's like a 6-pack challenge or a fatal 4-way or something. Number one, like winner of the match becomes number one contender. Jinder won, and then he just beat Orton. And it was like, wait, this dude's been like with Drew, right?
Hell yeah.
Continuity with Drew.
Got lucky.
There was continuity. And there was continuity with Drew.
It made sense.
No, it didn't, because with Drew, they said he got fired, right? They said that Drew got fired and that he kind of improved and he worked his way back up and he went to NXT. So they acknowledged that. But with Jinder, they totally ignored all that.
It's a random night, just like a football game, like the wrong team won today. How the fuck did the Dolphins win?
But see, in football, you're not going to have the champions fight some random team in a Super Bowl and a random team wins. Like
the fans ruined Jinder.
You have to win to get to the finals, though. That's the thing. So your analogy makes no sense.
No, because
how can you say the fans ruined Jinder? How could you say
because when he was champion, even Jinder said it in the promo. He goes, "You're chanting USA He wasn't even talking bad about USA. He was just talking about Shinsuke Nakamura. And then they were like, USA. He's like, bro, I'm not even talking bad about the country. That's why nobody who's a foreigner can be world champion because you're always going to chant USA.
But that doesn't mean that it ruined him, though. That
It's part of it. It's a big part. Right, Vince took the belt off him. That and the fact that he told the world that Shinsuke Nakamura looked like a Pikachu having a seizure. That they ended up
funny as hell.
That was funny as hell, but they ended up getting sensitive about it.
You know why they took the belt off for
this?
They
suspended him.
You think he was gonna really stand a chance against Brock Lesnar?
Well, I think a couple Colossus, then he would have lost.
A couple? He would have caught Lesnar with one.
I don't know. Gender.
He wouldn't even attempt to catch Lesnar with one collide.
I love Lesnar's a different story though. Lesnar's gonna smoke him, but
hey Sam, man, you gotta pull up the anti-drug campaign when the guy's cooking the eggs in the stove. You gotta play it on here.
I'm starting to think like, was you
bro
in gorilla position?
Gender was just an experiment. That's all he was.
You know what? Let Gender go to AEW and watch him solo everybody.
He can't even stay.
He's about to retire.
How old is he?
I don't know.
Probably around my age, I would think.
He can't be in his 40s.
All I know is that he can't stay healthy.
He's in his 40s and dog years.
Really, like he's in his late 40s. Wow,
dude,
Gender
was. We all know what he was. Okay, I've been saying this.
Awesome.
He was an experiment and a failed experiment. We've seen it before.
Awesome.
We've seen it with Braun Strowman. We've seen it with Ryback. Every now and then, Vince just gets a boner for a guy.
Can't front though.
It doesn't work, and he moved on.
He was awesome in 3MB.
Braun Strowman was.
My bad, Nate. There's a thing. Like, we all know why he took the belt off of him. Right, just in time when they went cross seas. I guess they went across the pond because everybody knows damn well Jinder Mahal is not fucking with no Lesnar. So Vince said,
of course not.
That shit ASAP. He's like, nah, this is gonna be a slaughter.
And if he was any good, even after losing the belt, you'd still see him. Like there are guys who were champ, they lost, but you still see him. Like you still see Rollins.
Exactly. But what about Sasha?
Owens, you still see Sasha.
You don't see Sasha. No, you don't.
You don't see Gender, dude. You don't see
Sasha lose the belt. She'll be gone for 5 months. She just came back.
I'm talking about just in general, dude. You don't see Gender anymore. After Gender lost the belt, he was gone. It was like he didn't exist because he's not good. He's no good.
He's probably helping developmental, and he's probably going to end up getting a run soon.
No, he kept getting hurt. That's what happened to him. He kept getting hurt. I don't know what kind of injuries he had. I know he's been hurt like at least 3 times. He can't stay healthy. I'm surprised he even has a job still. He should have been fired.
Right.
Fired?
Yes.
What? Y'all want to fire Gender?
As a matter of fact, remember when he came back? I think it was this last run when he came through with Van Shanky, and they was gonna have him on a major push.
Yeah, but he got hurt again.
Yep.
Yep.
They was gonna give him another chance, and he bugged out again.
He's been hurt at least 3 times. I know that much. I don't follow.
Oh, come on. Like not his fault. Okay, there was an interview that Bubba Ray Dudley did not too long ago where he was talking about this kind of thing.
Bubba Ray Dudley, you definitely bugged.
Hold on.
You listening to Bubba Ray Dudley over
here? He knows his stuff. So watch this. So he was talking about how there's different types of injuries. You got the injuries that have wear and tear on your body. That's normal. That happens to everybody. Right. And then there's the injuries that happen that are not supposed to happen to you, that happen because of like somebody else is doing or stuff like that. So we can't blame Jinder for all his injuries. Sometimes that the injuries happen because somebody else may have probably worked his arm a little bit extra. Maybe it got popped out of socket, stuff like that. I can't blame. Yeah, but then to blame him.
They all go through that though. All of them, they go through that. It's all about how you condition your body.
But AJ Styles is hurt recently.
You got motherfuckers, come on. You got motherfuckers like nowadays bouncing from different federations. You got motherfuckers fighting Impact, fighting NJPW, and fighting AEW.
But like, I'm not gonna go blame Jinder. I'm not gonna go blame Jinder for his injuries just as much as I'm not gonna blame Bobby Lashley for making Brock Lesnar champion because he got injured.
What's your thoughts on this, Nate?
Yeah, no, like I said, Jinder was a failed experiment, like Toast said. It was the whole India deal. That was it, and it flopped.
Yeah,
So
like we all know that. You really
No.
think
It was okay.
this dude Vince really had that much faith in him? No,
I just think
Jinder
Jinder.
money in him. He thought he could make some money off of him.
I just think
he didn't
Jinder.
make a dime off of him. That's why he never became champion again.
I just think Jinder should get like a few more moves. If he gets like an extra couple of moves in his repertoire that fans can be like, I know that move, then because right now all he really has is the fucking drop kick off the top rope and the fucking Kalash.
What? You never seen him do a drop kick off the top rope?
Snuggles, there are people that are way more talented than Jinder.
Wait.
They're pushed ended because they got hurt.
We're not gonna gloss over that. We're not gonna gloss. Did he just say Jinder Mahal does a drop kick off the top rope? When did you ever see him do that in his whole career?
Okay, but I mean, I've seen him do a drop kick.
He's tripping. Like he should have.
I think hold up. You're gonna make me Google this. I'm pretty sure I've seen him do a drop kick off the top rope.
The reason why I'm surprised he has a job is because historically there have been people that were way more over and way more talented that had their push ended or got fired because they kept getting hurt. Wade Barrett was over, but he kept getting hurt. Ahmed Johnson was over, but he kept getting hurt. I mean, we could be here all day talking about everybody.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett got released in the beginning because they were like, "Oh, you're just bad news Barrett. You're just delivering bad news." And some of the bad news he was delivering were kind of like the PC people, the politically correct people. They were like, "Oh no, you can't say that." So they were like, "Well, we got to cut your shit short." And then they ended up.
That played a part in it too.
What I'm saying is that he was a guy on the rise that kept getting hurt, and it was
both.
It was like kept ruining their plans. So just because of WWE's history of either cutting bait with people that keep getting hurt, that's why I'm surprised that Jinder still has a job because he's been.
I'll say one thing. I'll rather have Jinder as champion than fucking Great Khali. So there you go.
That makes sense.
God. Jesus.
Remember that time when Undertaker saved all of us from the Great Khali when he just showed up at the Royal Rumble and eliminated him?
Yeah. I miss Braun Strowman. I loved it. His feud with Roman Reigns. I'm not finished with him yet. And he throws that stretcher off the thing.
No,
that shit was hilarious.
Oh, look. If you go on YouTube, they have a top 10 moves of Jinder Mahal.
Will they play it twice?
Yeah, they played a drop kick off the top rope twice.
Yeah.
Out of here.
He's got 5 moves to play twice.
Drop kick off the top rope. You look, I ain't begging you from saying some dumb shit like that.
Oh, look, the clothesline.
The clothesline.
No, I'm dead ass. They should go on Google on YouTube and type in top 10 moves. Oh, there it is. There it is. The low drop kick. There's a low drop kick.
Wow.
Low drop kick. I'm surprised he left the ground. What the fuck? This dude don't do no type of aerial nothing.
A modified body slam.
I saw a drop kick from Okada last week on a video. Like, holy shit, that dude can get height on his drop kick. God damn.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Listen, because we just lost track. So what's you guys' thoughts on that Pat McAfee interview with Vince McMahon?
I didn't watch it. I don't care. I know Vince showed up late. He didn't really want to talk about AEW. This dude is so delusional. AEW is a threat to WWE. And
is it really?
Quality.
I didn't watch the interview. I don't care about anything Vince says at this point. So I got no opinion.
The whole interview was awesome.
If he were the briefcase was, that wouldn't happen.
He was like, "Yo, this is how you talk." He was like,
pretty much.
I'm like, "Yo, my dude, you sound like a Walking Dead zombie."
And then, Pat McAfee, he comes off as tone deaf because clearly, Pat McAfee is the rare exception. See, WWE isn't his end game. Like, he can quit anytime he wants. So Vince is not going to scream in his ear, like he screamed in Jim Ross's ear or Mick Foley's ear or Matt Stryker's ear or Michael Cole's ear. So, of course, they have a very good relationship. So because they have a very good relationship, McAfee's not going to ask the hardball questions that Stone Cold
Exactly.
So that's why, like, I don't even give a fuck about the interview, because Mick Foley said that. Because people forget, Mick Foley was doing when he was doing the commentator role of Jim Ross, like right before he left the TNA. It was Jim Ross and Mick, and they were a team. And Mick said the reason why he left was because he couldn't take Vince screaming in his ear, And then Jerry Lawler has also admitted that, like, Vince never screamed in his ear because Jerry, he's got a bunch of other projects. Jerry could quit anytime he wanted. Remember, like, he quit before with his wife, with Kat, or his wife.
Yeah.
So there's certain people that can they can tell Vince to fuck off, and Vince knows that. So
that's what makes Vince mad pussy, because it's like you on that type of time only with some people. You're not on that type of time with everybody else, and you can't sit there and say, "Oh, it's good business, pal." No, motherfucker, it's not good business, because if you're a boss, you're a boss. You rule with an iron fist if you have to at all times when necessary.
The only thing I want to know from Vince McMahon, what happened to that briefcase with Snuka, and how was the sex with that female?
You kill me with that. you kill me with that. We all want to know what was in that briefcase. That shit was a fucking gun. That's what it was.
No, it was money. Pay off the police department in Pennsylvania, wherever it was.
The gun was on top of the money.
Yeah.
I ain't going front. I'm looking on YouTube real quick. I just found a video that says Triple H and Jinder Mahal engage in a classic super showdown. A classic super.
In what, a dream? Dream world?
Right. Do action figures?
Action figures? Yeah. I saw three cats fighting in a little wrestling ring. That's more exciting than Jinder Mahal.
No, I'll tell you what, that interview with Vince McMahon was pretty dope. I like the fact that he's the one going to be inducting Undertaker into the Hall of Fame, even though I think Undertaker should induct himself. He also talked about a possible match. I was hoping that Vince would be the one to go in that ring and fight Pat McAfee, but I'm okay with Austin Theory, I guess.
Actually, that McAfee Lesnar interview.
My bad, name. Go ahead. What you said?
Oh no, that McAfee Lesnar interview was good, man. Lesnar is so much better now, man.
Yeah, that interview was really good. Like,
yeah,
I was actually surprised how good that interview was. I watched that shit and didn't get bored once.
The only problem with the interview with Brock is that he just came off like a hypocrite at the end, where he just says somebody should step up. It's like, well,
that's the only thing I didn't like. That's
what he said.
He was like, "Oh, people just need to just step up." Like, motherfuckers did step up plenty of times.
Nah, they need to step up. They need to step up.
Then at the same time, like, he comes up like,
"Shut up, Snow."
It's like, okay.
Did you hear? Did you hear Lesnar watch his Friends? I'm like, what the hell? He watches Friends?
Yeah, my roommate watches Friends just because he wants to see what people were laughing about.
Oh, jeez.
No, my shit is Seinfeld. I don't really.
Seinfeld.
Not Friends. My bad. Not Friends. Seinfeld. Yeah, Seinfeld. That's the one he watches. He watches Seinfeld to see what people.
Seinfeld.
King of Queens. King of Queens is great too. King of Queens.
I like King of Queens. They're okay.
Yeah.
I like King of Queens. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I guess you transitioned into movie
reality
mode.
Shows.
Movie mode.
Yo, I saw Batman and 40X. I've seen Batman 3 times in the theaters already.
Wow.
I'm gonna go check that shit next week. I might go check that. I'm gonna check the matinee.
See it in 40X because when he punches people, your chair moves with it.
Oh, word.
Yeah, go find out. Like an extra $5 to see that. Like,
well, okay. So here's the thing. I go to the Regal, which is like the most common theater around here, not AMC.
Yeah, we got Regal.
So I have the Regal app, and the Regal app is for the first month, as long as you have a valid bank card, and you'll get tickets for 50 cents. However, if you want them premium seats, like the ones like the 40X, IMAX, RPX theaters, they're gonna charge you, but they're not gonna be no more than $10.
That's not bad.
That's not
like
bad
like the 40X movie I saw last night. That ticket is at least $27.50. That's what they told me. The ticket is $27.50 to get in there and watch it.
You get a happy ending at the end or something? A blowjob?
I was like, I better get every single bitch in this fucking place as a number. But I ended up getting the ticket for $9.25.
Nice.
So the 40X is really good. They spray water at you whenever, like, there's a scene where Batman falls into. Yeah, there's a scene where. Yeah, so there's a scene where Batman fell into the water. When that happened, there's like a bar machine, like right in front of you, like a little bar, like a handrail. And I thought it was a handrail.
You know, no shit, no bullshit.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, I was gonna record it last night, but I didn't want to pull my phone out in the theater like that. But there's like a handrail there. I thought it was a handrail, but I kept on noticing that some noise was coming from it. And then all of a sudden, when Batman fell into the water, the shit sprayed a little bit of water at me. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck!"
They should start broadcasting pornos, man, in their fucking cum shots. God damn.
You trying to be like Pee Wee Herman up in there?
Yeah. He's trying to take us back to the 70s. Oh shit!
Like there's scenes. So what they try to do, like if there's a scene where where somebody gets their ass whooped, like every punch that's happening, your chair moves. Like the car chase scene. Like there's a part where Batman goes up the ramp. Your whole entire seating goes up with it a little bit.
That's fucking sweet. I heard like
that, I think I remember seeing some theater like that. I think I seen it like on YouTube or something, where the seats actually move.
We got them over here. We got
how they have it,
like an extra like $7 for the ticket.
So how they have it designed is like they'll have like 4 chairs per. It's like a roller coaster, but not really a roller coaster. So like you know, a roller coaster they have like 2 seats, but just imagine instead of 2 seats, it's 4 seats per. And then like those 4 seats, those 4 people are moving together with the motions.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I've seen some shit similar to that on YouTube. No cap.
Yeah. We got like rumble seats at the theater over here, but it's like an extra set $5, $6 for the ticket. But it's pretty cool.
I remember in the beginning, as soon as he whooped someone's ass, I felt like I got my ass whooped. I was like, "Yo, am I all right?" Dude, some of the movements on there, because like you'll like okay, there's like little things behind your ear too. So when you sit down in the chair, like when that water sprayed in your face, not only does it spray in your face, but it's behind your ears too.
You know what I was thinking? You remember that movie Revenge of the Nerds 2 when Ogre's taking like that 2-minute piss? They should have that in the theaters. You're getting peed for 2 minutes water.
And also the cool thing about the 40X is like there's a scene where like somebody's shooting their Uzi, so like the flash from the muzzle it goes around the whole theater.
That's awesome.
Like I noticed there was like a window at the top of this, like near the ceiling, where like there's like an extra like flash coming from the muzzle from that spot, so it makes the whole area look like they're right there in front.
Where do you live? New York? Where do you live?
No, in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta, down in Georgia, they got that. Regal Theaters, because we have a Regal around where I live. Okay, I gotta check it out tomorrow. I'm gonna go see Batman tomorrow.
Look up 40X. 40X is worth it.
Check that shit out right now. Be like, hold on real quick.
If you want to see the movie,
hold on. What you said, so?
I was gonna say, last.
You sound mad far away.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, you're down the hallway.
Far away.
Oh, what about now?
Yeah, you're better.
Much better.
Oh, I was saying, last time I was in Atlanta, I almost got catfished by a 16-year-old. Never forget that. Never forget that, man.
I wouldn't admit that.
Oh, bueno.
Shit.
I'd say Atlanta's the catfish capital. You know, Snuggle knows.
Yeah.
You know.
It's also like part 2 of Gay Central. That in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yo, you stupid.
I mean, like I like the theater. It's really cool. I like if you go watch the movie, if you want to see the movie for the sound, like there's a scene where Batman revs up the Batmobile. That scene is so epic. I'd rather you go watch that scene in IMAX because they really pumped it up. In the 40X, it was loud, but it just didn't have that same effects that IMAX had. But it still had a better experience though.
I'm gonna check this shit out real quick. I'm gonna play it real fast.
Was that the Jetsons?
Showing Transformers: The Age of Extinction.
Oh.
I had no idea. There was a
Yeah, that's what. And there's a button on the cup holder that says, "Do you want the water on or off?"
theaters must be specifically designed for and equipped with 4DX.
Yeah, they had there was a dead body in the movie, and you can kind of smell it a little bit, like it got a little stinky.
Yeah, I gotta look for 40X up out here, yo.
Yeah, the wind. Yeah, there was a scene where Batman was walking in the rain, and you could feel the wind in the rain a little bit.
Enjoy the experience of being thrown around.
That shit was dope, though. I love that wind effect because it made it feel like you were actually in the rain.
Yeah, I couldn't play too much of that, so I had to cut it off.
You know what's crazy? Nate actually mentioned him a second ago. I've always talked about this with my mom. I'm surprised that like no one's ever done anything with the Jetsons, especially with the technology we have now.
Whoa, yo, if there's a do like a live action Jetsons movie,
yeah,
and with all that shit.
Who's playing Elroy?
I feel like
who's playing?
I feel like there's just some stuff that's just like so old school that some people just forgot about it. Like
who's playing Elroy?
It won't even matter who's playing who. Just the experience of being in that theater with all that shit. They got fucking water guns and leaning chairs and bubbles.
Like speaking of Batman, like this dude pops up in my head every now and then, and it took me years. Like it's so obvious. It's just one of those things you don't think about. I found out recently that Batman was inspired by Zorro, and I was like, "Yo, where is Zorro? Like, there hasn't been a Zorro
never mind.
movie in years."
Never mind. I don't want to. I mean, is it okay if I tell you? Never mind. I mean, it's not even
Zorro
a big
came
deal.
Out like the 1930s or shit like that. He came out mad old.
No, but like they made a joke about that in the movie. They were like, "Why you let Zorro?"
Right.
I didn't ruin anything. It's just a joke.
My thing is, I guess they can't find a Latino actor as good as Antonio Banderas because he was the last one that played Zorro. That was like
Diego Luna.
Who's that?
Must be is that a new person?
You ever seen Rogue One?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the dude that the main dude that died with Jen Uso, whatever her name was.
Wait, isn't that the dude that's playing Moon Knight in that new show?
That's Oscar. Isn't that Oscar Isaac?
Oh, okay.
That's the dude from Star Wars.
You said Daniel Lugo?
Oh, you're talking about the dude that was with Jen Erso, the one who was going to kill her father and chose.
And then they both died together on a planet. And then he also played in Narcos. He played Felix Gajardo, I think his name is.
Yeah, I gotta watch that shit. I gotta watch Narcos.
It's good. I have to watch the newest season.
But yeah, man, I love Zorro. I would love to see like a new Zorro, new Jetsons. There's just a lot of stuff that just kind of got forgot about, I think.
Can they do another Flintstones movie?
They can do whatever they want. They Hollywood.
Like instead of water being splashed in my face, just throw a boulder at me and a dinosaur.
You mean that Flintstones? We gotta go to the movie theater barefoot. We gotta be barefoot in the movie theater.
They need to do a new Jurassic Park. They need to do a new Jurassic Park of all those sound effects.
Fuck that.
They are doing a Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. They always do Jurassic Park.
You didn't see the new trailer?
They coming out with a new Jurassic Park, as a matter of fact, aren't they?
Yeah. They brought the original cast back. Like they even brought back
they brought back Ian Malcolm and all of them.
Yeah, they brought back the main character from the first one. What the fuck's his name?
Ian Malcolm.
You're talking about Dr. Allen, the guy with the hat.
Him. Yeah, he's in it.
Lord, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. That's Jeff Goldblum's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum.
They should have brought back Samuel Jackson. I don't care. He got ate by a raptor. They should have brought his ass back.
I researched him. What happened was that storm in the movie was based off a real hurricane that was actually happening. And what happened was there was supposed to be a scene where his character would be killed, but they couldn't film it because when they were filming it, there was an actual. I think it was filmed they filmed like half the movie was filmed in Hawaii and like the other half was filmed in Wyoming. So they couldn't go back because of the hurricane. So they gave him an off-screen death. So, yep.
Deep Blue Sea.
No, Jurassic Park.
Just Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, I forgot Samuel Jackson was in there.
Yeah, but speaking of Deep Blue Sea, that was the first horror movie I saw where the black guy lived. And have you noticed that in a lot of horror movies, it's always the rapper singer that lives? I'm just saying.
What came out first, Halloween or Deep Blue Sea?
What movie was that when Samuel Jackson got ripped apart by the sharks?
That was Deep Blue Sea.
That was Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, but
no, I'm talking about.
Survived,
I'm talking about what came out first, the Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes or that Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea came out first. That was like 97 or 98.
Okay, because I'm about to say Busta Rhymes.
Oh God, the horror movies was terrible around that time.
What? I'm okay with Busta Rhymes in a Michael Myers film.
I thought what the 90s was, I thought the 90s had like this genre of like satires of horrors that knew that they were bad. I thought that was like the appeal.
Right.
That's how I always looked at it.
Yo, did you think of it, Toph? If you think like the mid to late 90s, that was like the era when it came to spoofs.
Right.
If you think of it.
That's why Scary Movie kept on coming out.
Right.
Naked Gun.
Speaking of that, speaking of that, Chuckles, I want to say this because I used to get into debates about this at school. There's only one movie ever where fucking what's the dude's name? Chris not
another team movie.
Kevin Hart.
Oh.
There's only one movie where Kevin Hart made me laugh because I've never found
you are lying to America. Don't even finish that because you're already lying to America.
No. This dude only made me laugh one time. I've never
found it
funny. And the one movie where he made me laugh, I'll never forget, was Scary Movie 3. The scene with him and Anthony Anderson with the zombie thing where he's talking about, hey man, I heard he woke up dead. He's like, wait, how do you wake up dead? Or, or how do you turn up? Like, that was funny. That was
wait. You
how do you turn up missing?
That's the only time Kevin Hart made you laugh?
Yeah, other than that, everything else he's done is not funny.
Okay, watch this. No. Stop it. No. What about that? No, that didn't make you laugh?
No. I didn't like that.
What?
See, this is how it is for me. This is how it is for me, okay?
Oh, pineapples. Pineapples is not funny to me.
Pineapples was funny.
I'll take the heat because Sandman knows where I'm about to go, right? Okay, listen, right? In the black community, there's two types of black comedians.
Oh, Jesus.
There's black comedians that are funny. And then there's black comedians that coon.
Oh God!
Black comedians. I
can dig it.
Coon black comedians. What they do is they exaggerate and they act like how minorities think black people are. That is what Kevin Hart does. Then you have black comedians that are just actually funny, who can go on stage and just talk about anything and just make you laugh.
And make it
like
funny.
Dave Chappelle.
Kevin Hart talks about his own life. Talks about his own family.
Like I said, man, the dude has never done it for me. To me, he's a cooner.
All right, hold on, wait. Did you ever watch Paper Soldiers?
No.
You gotta watch that. That's
funny.
That's when Kevin Hart was actually
Soul Plane.
Money in the Fame.
Soul Plane.
He didn't really get there yet.
So we're just gonna brush over Soul Plane.
Yes, we are. That's why I spoke over you.
Like I said, I'm a stand-up guy. You know,
come on, Jumanji.
There's different layers of. Listen. There's movie.
But you gotta check out Paper Soldiers. Paper Soldiers.
I'll check it. I just wrote it down. All right. There's movie funny, and then there's stand-up funny. It's different layers.
Okay, so you're saying stand-up wise, he doesn't make you laugh, but movie wise, it's okay.
I have not watched his movies like that, but I've watched all his stand-ups. None of his stand-ups are funny to me. Maybe his stand-up just isn't for me. That's all I gotta say.
Did you ever watch his latest? I think it's his latest one. When he was during the COVID. That's when the COVID just came out, and he.
You know what? You know what? He needs to watch it with us watching him watch it, so that way we can see if he chuckles or not.
I'll watch it. Like you do a watch party on one of Kevin Hart's stand-ups.
Yeah, and he better not fake it either. He can't be like, I want to hold this in.
To me, he mostly just caters to. He mostly caters to white folks. Nothing wrong with that. That's just how I see it.
I mean, if he has a bunch of white folks in the show, it doesn't mean he's trying to cater to them. It's just that he's more mainstream.
I didn't mean that. I just mainly mean just based off his stand-ups.
No, you're right. Both y'all are right. Yeah, fuck that. If white folks is his demographic, why not cater to them? It only makes sense.
Like, oh boy, what's that other dude? Like, what's that other dude? The dude from last year? I don't know his name. I don't pay attention to music today. He did like that concert, and a bunch of people got trampled to death and died.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, that guy. Like half the people, like not even half, like 75% of the people in the audience were white. There wasn't any black folks there. And I was like, wow.
But same thing with Dax. Famous Dax. He had a concert where he was performing a song, and he stopped midway because he noticed that his whole crowd was white.
I'm about to go to the laboratory real quick. Be right back.
We will hold it down for you. I assume chaos. Now let's go.
Hey, I hope they make a movie on that DUI, Mr. Turner DUI, because Samuel L. Jackson's got to play that dude. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Who?
You ever seen? You gotta look it up. That video, Mr. Turner DUI. I ain't gonna incriminate myself. Fuck it. I ain't taking no tests.
I can't believe Samuel Jackson's in his 70s, man.
Who?
I think Samuel Jackson's in his 70s. I can't believe that
He's got to
shit.
be up there. Yeah, he's got to be up there.
He's aged well though. He looks the same.
Yeah, he looks the same. Yeah.
You know, one of the tricks I've noticed of not just in wrestling, but just like in just in general, I've noticed that bald dudes they kind of retain their look. They don't really age.
Yeah, like Austin.
Yeah,
Like
Austin looks the same. He looks the same. Kobe, even though he unfortunately passed away.
Kobe, yeah.
He looked the same. He was never bald, but like he always had his hair cut short. And Samuel Jackson's he's had his hair cut short for a while now. So, you know.
Yeah, I watched that. Was it Time to Remember? A guy at work was watching that a couple weeks ago. That's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget Lashley. He's looked the same too.
Oh, Time to Kill. I mean,
Lashley's always been bald. It's not his fault.
Yeah. Well, you said Time to Kill. I haven't
yeah,
seen
Time to
that.
Kill. I was thinking of Walk to Remember because they were watching that.
That's a good movie. A Time to Kill. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones is I like to watch Mississippi Burning just for the music.
Oh, with Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
I was just watching The Quick and the Dead earlier.
Oh, really? That's cool.
I mean, I've watched it plenty of times, but I still like. It's one of those movies that you like. Once you're on it, you still just keep on watching it, and like I just love that whole movie because they gave him his due proper.
Is there like
have like?
No, I was gonna say, is there like one movie or two movies you can watch and never be bored? Like you watch 1,000 times and never be bored. I got like a few of them.
Heat.
I saw Heat for the first time last year. That was pretty good. I gotta watch.
Are you fucking kidding me? Last year was the first time. Oh man, I watched that movie at least 3 times a year because I've watched it so many times. I had to limit myself to 3. Like that movie is so good. I had it on Blu-ray. It's when the military takes a part of the movie and uses it as an instruction video on how to go about a firefight. You know you have a really good fucking movie.
For me, it would be. I already talked about Collateral.
Collateral.
My other 2 movies would be Last Action Hero, my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
What?
Love that movie.
Yeah, Last Action, that was silly.
Right. And then my second one, Nate already knows, is Training Day. Love that movie.
I can watch Training Day all the time. Yeah.
Training Day for me, Midnight Run, and Scarface.
Ooh, Midnight Run.
Fucking love
That's
that
a
movie.
gem.
Fucking love it.
I love Midnight Run, yo. Y'all ever watched Midnight Run before?
I watch Heat, Shot Caller. What else comes on all the time? Longest Yard. Like a lot of these movies.
Y'all gotta watch Midnight Run. It's a real good movie. That shit is it's funny. It got a little mixture of everything, but it's a real good movie.
I suffer from acrophobia. Well, you're gonna suffer from fistophobia.
I'd probably say the most underrated movie I've ever watched, and people are like they're opening up to it now. Because sometimes like a movie can come out and just for whatever reason people just weren't ready for it, and then like I don't know,
like the wrong time it dropped. Yeah,
right. But a great movie. If you haven't seen it, one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies, Cable Guy. Great.
Yeah, Cable Guy.
It's funny as hell.
That's goated.
It wasn't received well at the time. I think people just weren't ready for dark Jim Carrey. But people look at it now, and it's like fucking like they hold it on a pedestal. So
you know what I think about this also. I think around that time people were starting to get Jim Carrey fatigue because Jim Carrey was
doing everything,
popping big time.
He was doing Ace Ventura. He had The Mask. He had a lot of.
A Cable Guy came out after all that. I think that was the beginning of Jim Carrey fatigue.
Yeah,
people just because he was literally everywhere. He was as popular as Urkel. That's how popular Jim Carrey was.
What was that, Mr. Majestic he did or something? He was like,
that was a good movie, yeah.
And he got panned for it because he's a comedian. He get like typecast. It sucks, for some.
No, you know what sleeper? You know what movies are sleeper from Jim Carrey?
What, the 23? The 23, yeah.
That movie is sick.
I gotta check
that
out.
Shit, watch that, y'all. That shit, and he's not even real no hee-haw, all that other crazy shit. It's actually a real good story.
I like his Fire Marshal Bill in Living Color.
Yeah, Nate was helping me. Nate was helping me last year. I was when the pandemic first started. I was binging a lot of mafia stuff. First, I saw The Sopranos. No, that's not true. I saw Casino. Then I saw Goodfellas.
Casino, yeah.
Casino. Then I saw Goodfellas. Then I watched Sopranos, and that was when I saw Heat for the first time. Because
that's
Heat.
a great lineup right there.
The greatest movie of all time.
Isn't it crazy? Like Robert De Niro and the other guy, they only been in 2 movies together.
Al Pacino, they've been in 3, but
or 3. Yeah, now 3. Yeah, now it's 3.
But it doesn't really count the first one because they weren't in the same scene together.
Yeah.
What? The Irishman?
No, the Godfather.
Godfather.
Oh, okay.
Because wasn't they in the Irishman also? I think.
Yeah, the Irishman.
Yeah.
They for a while. Okay, Heat came out in 1995. It took them almost 20 years to get another movie together, which was Righteous Kill, and then since then they've done the Irishman and I think one other movie.
Yeah, crazy.
No, I got another gangster movie for y'all. Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. That's my shit.
American Gangster. I like American Gangster. That's a good one.
Mr.
Too.
Blue.
Yeah.
Mr. Blue.
I like Reservoir Dogs over Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is great. But,
I don't know about all that.
You know what it is? Pulp Fiction. You gotta watch that shit like 3 times to really get what the fuck is really going on.
I like how ECW used that music at the end of their show. They did the Pulp Fiction montage.
Yeah.
Well, I think what it is for some movies is like some movies. There's video games like this too, but like it's like some movies you watch for the first time, like, and you go in blind, and you're like, I've never seen anything like this before, and you're just blown away. And then you have other movies where it's like people just build it up, and there's like no way it'll match like the anticipation. And I think like a good example of this, to me, this movie is like the biggest disconnect of all time. The original first Matrix. Because by today's standards, you look at Matrix and you're just like, what's the big deal about it? But like if you went to the theater in 1999 and you went to the Matrix and you saw it for the first time, you were just like, especially bullet time, nothing like that had ever been seen before.
Yeah, that was
ever.
That was cool.
Right. But by today's standards, there's really nothing about the movie that's like special. So like I could totally see someone now who's like 20, 21, 22. I could see them watching the Matrix and be like,
Terminator.
Well, hold on,
and Star Wars.
Let's slow down on this one. Let's slow down on this because Toph is on to something. Like I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even watch the new one yet. I heard the new one was like a little bit like the first one. There's gonna be people that get it. There's gonna be people that don't. Like Matrix is like a special type of movie. You really gotta be like that red pill shit is for real. Like you gotta think outside the box when it comes to the Matrix. Like a lot of people didn't like Revolution. I think Revolutions is like one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Because it was like basically they was talking about God
had some flaws.
God versus Satan. Basically, this dude Neo, we all know whoever really know what the Matrix is about. Neo is supposed to be Jesus, and this dude, Mr. Smith, is supposed to be the devil. You know what I'm saying? Technology. The shit that distracts us.
Yeah.
What does the devil do? Distracts us.
I think Vince McMahon's the devil, but that's.
I'll tell you what, the new Matrix movie is really good. I saw it in theaters twice because it was that damn good.
I'll tell you one movie I've gotten heat for. Legit, deadass has actually happened. I actually got into an argument. First it was a disagreement, and then it turned into an argument. This was my very first girlfriend, first girl I dated. We saw The Dark Knight together. And she was absolutely blown away by it. And I said, I gotta tell you, man, I thought the movie was boring.
What?
I'm in the minority of people that don't care for The Dark Knight.
What were you thinking?
I think it's an okay movie at best. And I feel like
y'all said I was on drugs.
Yeah,
what were you thinking?
I think The Dark Knight is the most overrated movie.
I thought I was on drugs. Y'all been saying this whole time.
That's my opinion.
Chris, man, if a girl says the movie's awesome, you got to agree with her. You want to get blown later? Come on.
I mean, I still love Batman, but I don't fuck with
The Dark Knight is one of the greatest superhero films ever made in general.
It's not a superhero film.
What? Batman's in it.
No, it's not a superhero film. Look it up. It is technically a crime drama.
Because Batman's in it.
It's one of the reasons why I don't
that's
care for the
bullshit.
movie.
So fuck that. If Batman,
No,
if it's a Batman movie, it's a superhero movie.
Dude,
that
Batman is
what
barely
everybody
featured in the
says.
movie. Batman is barely
Because
featured in
Batman's
that
a
movie.
superhero.
Batman's a superhero.
Batman is a vigilante. Batman is not a superhero.
He's
Was the Dark
both.
Knight with Heath Ledger? Was that with Heath Ledger
Yeah.
Joker?
Yeah,
Oh, that was a great movie. I love that.
Yo,
I didn't care
Yeah,
I
I love
for
already
that.
I already got the topic for tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Is Batman a legitimate superhero?
He doesn't have to
We
be.
gonna let that marinate for tomorrow.
Remember that dude that actually dressed up as Batman in like Seattle, Washington to fight crime?
Oh yeah, I remember that dude. Yeah, he was in it for the kill.
Because motherfuckers can sit there and be like, they can sit there
I'll
and be
make
like,
this short.
anybody can put on a cape and cowl and do a Batman.
I'll make this short. Okay, everybody's got their own opinion, so I'll just make this short. What I didn't like about The Dark Knight was really it all comes down to three things. Number one, Batman was barely featured in the movie's called A Dark Knight.
What?
He's barely featured in the movie. Number two, the movie has way too much talking. It has more talking than any of the three trilogy movies. It has the most talking. If you haven't watched Dark Knight Rises or the original Batman Origins, you get time. Watch all three of them. There is more talking in Dark Knight than any of the
this didn't happen.
Well, I didn't like.
The third thing I didn't like about the movie, there's no good action scenes. Batman's a fighter, and there's not a single good action scene the entire movie.
I was just about to say that shit.
There are some good chase scenes. There are some good motorcycle scenes. But as far as like 1v1 fights, you don't have that. You have
because
that
who's going to fuck with Batman? Who want to give Batman the fade? Nobody. They can't throw a good...
It's a Bane. To give Batman a fade. Like,
Bane.
You can't have a Batman movie. Everybody's scared to fight him.
Yeah, but that's what the Dark Knight Rises. That's what the Dark Knight Rises was for.
And as an honorable mention, the fourth thing, and to me, this is the biggest criticism that I give the Nolan movies, and more people are waking up to this.
Wow,
you can actually see some people mentioning it now because of the Batman. The other thing about the Nolan movies I don't like, they don't look like Gotham. Now,
that's the whole point.
Batman Begins does look like Gotham. It has the dark, gritty, kind of like, you
do realize that Christopher Nolan went for a more realistic approach. That's why Gotham looked the way.
What I'm saying is that in the first movie did look like Gotham. But in Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, it doesn't look like Gotham.
Because like Batman cleaned it up.
That doesn't make any sense. He didn't clean it up. They're still around. You
make
it seem as if like he
cleaned it up because the mob was in jail, and the only thing that was out there was the Joker. He was the one that was freeing the mob.
But it still didn't look like Gotham, though. It didn't look like the first movie. It looked like
that's because it was taking place in the daytime. That's because I've never seen Gotham in the daytime. I've been watching Gotham in dusk and dawn.
I agree. We never seen.
Well, that's kind of one of the weaknesses, though. You're not supposed to see it during the day. To me, he didn't really understand. I guess what I'm trying to say is Gotham itself is supposed to feel like a character.
Yeah,
Gotham did not feel like a character in the Nolan movies. It just
I feel like you can make the same argument for James Bond. Like you could say James Bond didn't have the traditional James Bond stuff in the new ones as he did in the old ones, which is why this James Bond sucked. Like this Batman. Like what he's doing, that approach was a realistic approach. The new Batman is leaning towards more of a comic book approach.
Right. And I guess that's where the disconnect comes for me because I'm a comic fan. And when I watch the Nolan movies, I don't see Batman. What I see is a crime drama that just happens to have Batman in the movie. So that's why I don't care for The Dark Knight. I don't say I hate the movie. I just say I don't care.
You just literally described every Batman film.
No, that's not true because when you look at the original Batman, when you look at the first Batman, it looks like a comic book movie. The one of Michael Keaton, Batman Returns, nothing in
it's
Batman
a crime
Returns
drama.
like a real, yeah, but it doesn't look like it's a real city though. It looks like it's a fake city. It looks fake.
I like Jack.
Yo, anyways, I'm about to fall back.
Wait a minute. Who had the best Joker laugh? Nicholson, Heath Ledger, that Puerto Rican dude from the 80s. Who had it?
The best Joker laugh is Mark Hamill. The best Joker laugh is Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, yeah. He's got to go.
Oh, the dude from the cartoon. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Mark Hamill over.
Is a close second.
So the fuck Heath Ledger's laugh.
He didn't laugh.
He did laugh.
He laughed.
He didn't even tell jokes. He was a more serious, gritty version.
Yeah,
he did tell jokes. His jokes were dark humor.
His pencil trick was great. Ta-da!
Yeah, that was a great trick.
He only did
Hold
it. He
on.
just.
We
I
gonna
think he
hold on,
laughed
y'all.
once the whole
Hold on.
movie.
We're gonna save the rest of this for tomorrow because, like, talking about Batman, man, we could go on for another hour, which I don't have right now.
What?
And you know, we're gonna build on this tomorrow. We're gonna talk about this tomorrow.
What time tomorrow?
We're gonna talk about your favorite show too. We're gonna talk about
Oh
Raw
yeah,
tomorrow
Raw.
also.
Oh
So
yeah,
there
Raw.
you go.
Raw.
Oh God.
Monday
You
Night
know what
Raw.
I'm saying?
Monday
So,
Night Raw.
anyways, I always appreciate y'all pulling up in the council round table to talk about the old fashioned wrestling and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And they just pulled up like that. All right, Nate. Well, fuck you too, then, motherfucker.
Fuck.
He just left like, oh, it's over. I'm out.
He's probably upset
you know,
because he said that Batman, the Nolan ones weren't Batman. They were.
But
It was
shouts
basically.
out today.
It's like
Shouts
saying.
out to all of y'all. Thanks for pulling up, B. You know what I mean? We're gonna continue on this discussion tomorrow,
Batman is Batman.
and I will let y'all chill, Snugs. Damn.
Oh my bad.
We're gonna continue on this discussion tomorrow. That's all. And y'all got any shout outs? Y'all wanna shout out Gotham City or anything like that?
Yeah, the only shout out I got is shout outs to Jake Cargill for kissing Tekanti last night. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hey.
He about to go Google that shit right now. Like,
Damn right.
I mean, it'd have been better for
some
Charlotte and
wrestlers.
Becky.
Well, you said Snugs, go ahead.
No, I said it'd have been better if it was like Charlotte and Becky or Charlotte and Bailey or something.
If that was Charlotte and Becky, let me shut up.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool if it was Sasha and Bailey. That'd be pretty cool. But...
Nah, fuck that. Fucking Sasha and Kiera Hogan or some shit.
Kiera Hogan.
There you go. And on that note, at ease, losers. Get
Have fun.
out of here.
Yeah.